Welcome to Italy. Ciao, darlings. Have you ever dreamt of wandering through ancient ruins, a gelato melting deliciously in your hand? Have you longed to cruise down a canal, serenaded by a handsome gondolier? Or perhaps you yearn to stand before masterpieces of art, whispering Magnifico? Well, my dears, today we're off on a whirlwind adventure to Bella Italia, a land of passion, history, and breathtaking beauty. From the cobbled streets of Rome to the sun-drenched canals of Venice, we'll be your guide to the most fabulous cities Italy has to offer. Pack your bags, dust off your Italian phrasebooks, and prepare to be swept away by the magic of Italy. We'll be sharing insider tips, hidden gems, and of course, the must-see sights that will leave you utterly enchanted. So, buckle up, darlings. Get ready for a visual feast, and allow us to be your passport to the unforgettable allure of Italy. Our first stop is the magnificent city of Rome, where history whispers from every cobblestone and ancient ruin. Imagine gladiators clashing in the Colosseum and emperors strolling through the Forum. Just a stone's throw away lies the Vatican City, with Michelangelo's breathtaking frescoes in the Sistine Chapel. Marvel at the Trevi Fountain and toss in a coin to ensure your return. Rome is a feast for the senses, where you can create memories to last a lifetime. Now, darlings, one simply cannot visit Rome without experiencing the culinary delights that await. Imagine yourself on a sun-drenched terrace, sipping a glass of crisp Pinot Grigio, as the aroma of freshly baked pizza wafts through the air. And speaking of pizza, Rome is the birthplace of this culinary masterpiece. From the thin and crispy Roman-style pizza to the thicker Neapolitan variety, your taste buds will be tantalized with every delicious bite. But it's not just pizza that will steal your heart. Indulge in creamy pasta dishes like carbonara and amatriciana. Savor the melt-in-your-mouth suppli, deep-fried balls of rice and mozzarella. And don't forget to treat yourself to a scoop, or two, of gelato. So, darlings, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Eat, drink, and be merry. This is a city that knows how to indulge, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single bite. Now, after all that indulging, you might be feeling the need for a bit of exercise. What better way to explore Rome than on foot? Put on your most comfortable shoes and prepare to be enchanted by hidden piazzas and charming streets. Climb the Spanish Steps for a breathtaking view. People watch to your heart's content. Stroll through the Borghese Gallery and Gardens, a haven of tranquility amidst the bustling city. As the sun sets, make your way to the Trevi Fountain, one of Rome's most iconic landmarks. Toss a coin to ensure your return to this magical city. Embrace the unexpected and let the magic of Rome unfold. From the Eternal City, we journey north to Venice, a city that seems to float upon the water. In Venice, your chariot awaits, the iconic gondola. Imagine yourself gliding silently through the canals, creating a scene straight out of a fairy tale. And allow yourself to be swept away by the magic of Venice. Now, darlings, Venice is not just a feast for the eyes, it's a culinary adventure waiting to be savoured. Imagine yourself seated at a charming trattoria overlooking the Grand Canal, the aroma of fresh seafood and herbs wafting through the air. Venice is renowned for its cicchetti, small plates of delicious Venetian specialties, perfect for sharing. Indulge in delicate fried prawns, creamy bacala mantecato, whipped cod, and melt-in-your-mouth sard in saor, sweet and sour sardines. And speaking of indulgence, darlings, no trip to Venice would be complete without experiencing the city's signature dessert, tiramisu. This heavenly concoction of coffee-soaked ladyfingers, mascarpone cream, and cocoa powder is the perfect way to end a meal. So, darlings, loosen your belts, embrace your inner foodie, and prepare to be tantalized by the culinary delights that await in Venice. From fresh seafood to decadent desserts, this city will leave your taste buds singing with delight. Venice, darlings, is more than just canals and gondolas. It's a treasure trove of art and history. Begin your journey at the awe-inspiring St. Mark's Square. Gaze upon the grandeur of St. Mark's Basilica, a masterpiece of Byzantine architecture. Opposite, the Doge's Palace will transport you back to the Venetian Republic. Art lovers must visit the Peggy Guggenheim collection. This museum showcases 20th century art from Picasso to Dali. During Carnival, Venice explodes in a riot of colour and festivity. Venice will captivate your heart and leave you longing to return. Let's sweep into Florence, the heart of Tuscany. Florence is a living, breathing museum of the Italian Renaissance. Walk the same streets as Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo. Imagine them, discussing beauty and the human form. The air tingles with their creative energy. Florence nourishes the soul. Masterpieces are everywhere. From the Grand Duomo to the elegant Ponte Vecchio, it's a feast for the senses. No trip is complete without the Uffizi Gallery. Stand before Botticelli's Birth of Venus, or gaze into Leonardo's Annunciation. Divine. Now, let's talk about the Uffizi Gallery, shall we? It's not just a museum, darlings, it's an experience. Imagine yourself strolling through its hallowed halls, each room revealing another breathtaking masterpiece. Caravaggio's dramatic use of light and shadow, Raphael's delicate Madonnas, the sheer scale and power of Michelangelo's sculptures. It's enough to make your senses swim. I always say, one needs a good strong espresso before tackling the Uffizi, and perhaps a nice sit down afterwards. But it's not just the art itself, it's the setting. The Uffizi Palace, with its grand architecture and stunning views over the Arno River, provides a truly magnificent backdrop to these artistic treasures. As you wander from room to room, don't forget to look up and admire the intricate frescoes and gilded ceilings. The Medici family, who built this palace, certainly knew how to make an impression. But Florence, my dears, is much more than just museums and galleries. It's a city brimming with life, a vibrant tapestry of sights, sounds and smells. Step outside the Uffizi and lose yourself in the charming Oltrarno district, with its artisan workshops and bustling trattorias. Breathe in the aroma of freshly baked bread and leather goods. And be sure to sample the local delicacies, a scoop of creamy gelato perhaps, or a plate of steaming pasta. In the evening, take a leisurely stroll along the Arno River as the sun sets, casting a golden glow over the city. Listen to the gentle strains of music drifting from the cafes, the laughter of locals enjoying their evening passeggiata. Yes, Florence is a city that truly captures the heart. It's a place where history, art, and the Italian zest for life combine to create an experience you won't soon forget. Milan, darlings. The name itself conjures images of sleek elegance, doesn't it? It's a city that pulsates with creativity, a place where fashion isn't just an industry, it's an art form. From the moment you step onto those chic cobblestone streets, you can feel the energy, the passion that goes into every stitch and seam. It's intoxicating, really. Like a perfectly tailored suit, Milan just oozes sophistication. And speaking of suits, one mustn't forget the men, darling. Milanese men are masters of effortless style, aren't they? Impeccably dressed, every detail considered, from the perfectly knotted tie to the shine on their shoes. They simply exude a confidence that's just magnetic. But Milan isn't just about the clothes, darling. It's about the feeling. It's about surrounding yourself with beauty, with craftsmanship, with that undeniable Italian flair. It's an experience that will stay with you long after you've packed away your shopping bags. Now, speaking of breathtaking beauty, we simply cannot forget the Duomo, can we? Milan's cathedral is an absolute marvel, a Gothic masterpiece that seems to pierce the heavens. I remember the first time I laid eyes on it, darlings. The sheer scale of it took my breath away. The intricate carvings, the countless spires, it's like something out of a fairy tale, absolutely magical. And when the sun catches those pink-hued marble facades, oh my, it's simply glorious. You could spend hours just wandering around, taking in every detail, every angel, every gargoyle. It's a true testament to the artistry and devotion of a bygone era. And the best part? You can climb to the top, darlings. Yes, you can ascend right up into the rooftop forest of spires and statues and enjoy the most breathtaking views over the entire city. It's an experience not to be missed. And speaking of experiences not to be missed, let's talk about the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II, shall we? This architectural marvel isn't just a shopping arcade, darlings. It's an institution. Imagine a soaring glass-vaulted ceiling, intricate mosaics underfoot, and shop windows overflowing with the most exquisite designer goods. It's a feast for the senses and a shopper's paradise, all rolled into one. Even if you're not in the mood for a spending spree, a stroll through the Galleria is a must. It's a place to see and be seen, darling. A place to sip on a cappuccino and watch the stylish Milanese go about their day. And don't forget to look up. The glass dome of the Galleria is a sight to behold, especially at night when it twinkles like 1,000 stars. It's simply magical. Ah, Naples. A city that crackles with raw energy, where life is lived out on the streets. Forget your fancy guidebooks. The best way to experience Naples is to get lost in it. You'll be swept up in a whirlwind of sights and sounds. The air is thick with the aroma of pizza. The streets a symphony of honking horns and chatter. The people, full of passion and zest for life, will embrace you with open arms. Naples is raw, real, and unforgettable. And speaking of things you won't soon forget, let's talk about the pizza, shall we? Naples, my darlings, is the birthplace of pizza, and believe me, they take their pizza very seriously here. Forget your fancy toppings and stuffed crusts, darling. In Naples, it's all about simplicity, about the quality of the ingredients. The dough, the tomatoes, the mozzarella, all sourced locally, all bursting with flavour. And the ovens, oh, the ovens! These wood-fired behemoths have been baking pizzas for generations, their heat infusing the dough with a smoky, irresistible flavour. Honestly, darling, once you've tasted a true Neapolitan pizza, you'll never look at a takeaway pizza the same way again. It's a religious experience. But Naples isn't just about pizza and vibrant street life, you know. It's also a city steeped in history, a gateway to some of Italy's most fascinating archaeological sites. Pompeii, darlings, just a short hop from Naples, is a journey back in time. Frozen in time by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius, Pompeii offers a glimpse into the lives of the ancient Romans. You can wander through their streets, their homes, their shops. It's like stepping into a history book. And let's not forget Herculaneum, another nearby city buried by Vesuvius. It's smaller than Pompeii, but in many ways, even better preserved. The mosaics, the frescoes, they're simply exquisite. A visit to Pompeii and Herculaneum is a humbling experience, a reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of life. It's a must for any visitor to Naples. From the ancient ruins of Rome to the stylish streets of Milan, Italy is a country that never fails to enchant. It's a feast for the senses, a journey back in time, a celebration of life. If you're planning your next vacation, be sure to check out the links in the description below. Expedia offers some amazing deals on flights, hotels, and vacation packages that you won't want to miss. Ciao, darlings!